Hello everybody, and welcome to a new Let's Play. Welcome to Let's Play Banished, with me, Irv, of course. I bought this game when it was released. It's kind of like an indie game developed by Shining Rock Software. To be honest, I think it's just one guy who does this. I don't really know, but I think so. And it's kind of like a village surviving game. It says it's a city building game. I would not call it that, but whatever. I fucking love it. I played it to death when it was released. I played it countless hours without, taking a break. It was so addicting. So I was like, I should make a proper Let's Play out of this, show this off. It will not be the biggest Let's Play ever. I'll just make a small little Let's Play, a couple of episodes to show off how awesome this game is. And I will play for as long as I feel like it. So, what you do is you basically create a little village. It's called Banished because basically there's a bunch of people who, for some reason, been banished from wherever they came from, and you're supposed to, survive in the wilderness, building your own little village, gather resources, etc., etc. So I'm just gonna make a new town here. I'm gonna call it. I have no idea. Let's call it Spurg for now. Spurg, that's stupid. And there's, you can type in a random seed if you want to, to generate a map. But yeah, there's not very options in this first version of the game. I don't know if he will be continuing developing on it or if this is the final version, but you can only play in valleys or mountains. Valleys is more like a flat area. Mountains is more mountainous, obviously, and it gives for more challenge if you play in mountains. I think I'll do that actually. It is harder because you don't have enough, as much room as you have in valleys, much more flat area. But I like a challenge, Terrain size. I should keep it large because if you play on small, you have this really limited space, and the resources run out very quickly. So that's no fun. I'm gonna play on large so I can expand how much I want. Climate. I guess it's how cold it is, how cold the winters are, and the more harsh the weather, the more clothes they use, I guess. I don't really know the mechanics, but that's my guess. I don't know, maybe more food to eat, I don't know, more firewood they have to use, I guess, to keep them warm. I'm gonna play on harsh, because I like a challenge. I'm gonna make it kind of northern Sweden style, in the mountains, harsh climate, and disasters. I'm gonna have that on. The only disasters I see so far is a tornado and like disease, I think. I know there is like stuff can caught on fire, but I never seen that in game. And I'm gonna be playing on medium starting conditions because there was this. I tried on hard ones, and it's fucking hard as to that. Believe me, this game is actually pretty hard. If you don't know what you're doing, your people are gonna die for sure. It's quite hard. So I usually play on medium. Easy, I don't know. I never even tried it. I guess it's fairly easy. The medium I can definitely manage. Hard, oh god, that was hard. There are a bunch of achievements in this game. I don't know. I got on a few, but there's so much. Man, this game, I tell you. Milking the cows. This kind of feels like what the Maxis is doing with their SimCity and Sims titles. Whatever, here we are. One thing I like about this game, the HUD, or like the things you see, are very, like you can change it whatever you want. You can change what kind of menus you want up, shown all the time. I usually have these three up, like in summary of all your resources. I'm just gonna pause the game actually also. I might turn down the sound a little bit too. I noticed it was quite loud. I don't even know what this is. Let's turn it off. Okay. So I'm gonna pause the game. You can also fast forward. So yeah, this is all the resources there are in the game. You have logs, you have stone, you have firewood, which you get from logs, food, herbs, clothes, tools, iron, and coal. Coal's pretty rare, whatever. So basically, you have to gather that to survive. The most important thing to do is probably to gather food, because people die without food. This was not the best starting position, because I can bring up the map actually. There's the map. You see, it's the map. You can move around with W, S, and D, S. You see this giant river? That's basically where a trader will come from time to time, so you can trade stuff. And it's good to start near the giant river, but I wasn't really close. But whatever, I think I'll manage anyway. I can make a little village here, whatever. So yeah, the first thing you would want to do is probably, is to build houses. So there's a bunch of different buildings you can build, gathering resources, stuff, and blah 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 blah. People need to live somewhere. You see, there's an icon above the villagers saying that they have nowhere to live. So we need to build some houses. And I can change that direction of everything. And there's like little arrows there pointing out where the road will be. If you want to place a road later on, I really like that. So let's make a little area for houses there. And this thing, profession. Now I have 10 people, 10 adults. That's 10 people who can actually work. You can change, like, what do you want, what kind of jobs they want to do. Now I have 10 people not assigned to anything, and then they're basically laborers. They will walk around, like, picking up resources, putting resources where I put out places to build stuff. We actually need builders to actually build. You see, this thing is ready to be built now, but I have no builders, so I need to change some people from labor to builder. What I did right here is a huge mechanic of this game. You have to manage this at all time. Like ordering people to do certain stuff at the right time. You have to do that all the time. So this thing should probably have it up all the time. You can speed up a little bit here. You know, while I do this, it's a good thing to start building other houses as well. It's early spring. I started with a lot of shit, so I have like a lot of food stored. But that's gonna run out pretty quickly, probably in about a year or something. So I'm gonna be needing more food sources. Over here is food production. You can get food from a bunch of different places. You can, you know, like build farms and orchards, and have pastures, living animals. You don't have that yet. You need a trading post to get living things. But for now, you can fish, I can hunt, and I can also gather in forest areas. The largest forest area in this area is maybe over here. I don't know. It can't be too far off from where I'm living, though. That's gonna be stupid. You know what? Let's build a gathering hut right up around here. I'm just gonna pop it down. There we go. It's not good that I started close to water, because water is a free source of food from the... If you place a fishing thing. You can speed up here. You know what? There's a bunch of trees and stone and iron lying around everywhere. Remove resources. If I do this, I order all my laborers to basically chop down all these trees and gathering all that stone. I'm gonna order them to do that right now. Logs is low, stone is low. Yeah, that's what I'm doing then. So good. Now everybody has somewhere to live. Up here indicates how many people I have. I have 10 adults, 0 students. I need a school to have students. But I also have 7 kids. Kids can't do anything, or children. They can't do anything. They can't work. They only walk around eating your food and being useless, basically, until they grow up. So kids in this game is just a hazard, to be honest. Hazard, more like a hassle. Except food, one other very important resource you need is firewood. People, let's see, resource production. Cutter. Firewood is basically the thing that makes people not freeze to death. You need it. You make firewood out of logs. Everything I have is stored at this stockpile or in the store in the barn. I started with these on medium difficulty. On hard difficulty, you don't even start with that. See, I'm running low on food already, so I better get this thing up. You know what? I might as well build a hunting cabin next to it too. I believe hunting cabins and gathering huts have to be built kinda in the forest area to be effective. You can't build a gathering hut right around here. They won't get much food. Oh shit, this thing is done. Now you see there's a question mark over the gathering hut. It means there's nobody working here. So I need to go in here and order some people to work there. Now I have 4 people working at the gathering hut. Hopefully they will bring food with the people. Yeah, this was a really bad starting point. I'm far away from any source of water. Not good. Oh, look at this. Heidi has become an adult and is working as a laborer. After a few years, I don't know the exact year they count as adults, but when they reach a certain age, they are considered adults. You see these guys? This guy is 19, he's considered an adult. This guy is actually 13 years old, and he's considered an adult because he's a gatherer. That's that's sick, but yeah, I guess this is you know, times. I don't really know when this is supposed to take place. It's not 2014. I can't say that, but I don't really know when this is supposed to be. Late century or something. I don't know. Okay, I got a lot of resources now. I think you can stop cancel removal. Now we'll cancel what I did earlier. I would have to do. You should probably build that and build that. I don't know why the labor prioritized gathering resources before putting resources in building. And if you click on this thing, you can see how much they gathered this season. Not that much, but food is low. Yeah, people are starting to starve. Good, now I got a woodcutter up. I should assign a woodcutter. And he will chop down, or basically he will use logs that I chop down to make firewood, and he will also store the firewood in there. Also, one important aspect of the game is building roads. There's a dirt road that doesn't really cost anything. Just place it down, and a worker will basically, I don't know, turn the ground into road. And villagers work faster on, walk faster on roads. So you should definitely build roads. I mean, dirt roads doesn't cost anything, so there's no like why wouldn't you build it? I mean, it's free, so why not? Stone roads, on the other hand, actually cost some stone to build. So you should probably wait until you have enough stone to do that. You see, now this builder is making a little dirt road. Awesome. Now people will usually walk on the road instead of walking on the grass. I don't know what they're doing. It's stupid, but this place is producing a lot of food, which is good. And a lot of people are growing up. After a while, you should probably try to expand, building more houses. Oh, this guy has reached his stockpile limit. You see fuel limit. This guy has a fuel limit of 200. When I reach 200 firewood, he will start working. I usually don't care about that. I usually have a shit fucking high fuel limit because I wanted to just keep producing. And as soon as I feel like I'm consuming more than I'm producing, I used to build another woodcutter. I never stop producing a resource. I mean, you could micromanage it like that. I can like make him stop and make him do something else, and then when I'm low on firewood, I can put somebody back there. I mean, you can keep doing that, of course, and that's probably what you should do. But I'm too lazy to do that, so I'm just, you know, fuck that. I'll just keep him there forever, and yeah, this thing will get full eventually. So I should have to build another storage pile, but you can do that easily. So yeah, except from building houses, building roads, building storage areas, you have a bunch of town services. Like you can build a well. I guess you use that when there's a fire. As I said, I never really seen that. You have a school. That's also a quite important thing in this game. Education. I think when you start, all the villagers you had from the beginning are educated. And educated workers work faster or better than uneducated. So the children are being born now. They will be uneducated, and when they grow up without attending school first, they will be uneducated when they grow up, and they will work not as good as the educated persons. So you should probably build a school eventually and have a teacher, so kids go to school before they become adults, and then they become educated adults, becoming basically good adults. Not stupid ass idiots. You have a hospital to cure diseases if you ever get that. I think that's the only use for it. Yeah, it uses to heal diseases. Whatever. You have a town hall. You don't really need it, but it's good because when you do it, as it says, is it record and show census data, so you can see like how much my population has increased, how much resources I've been using, blah blah blah, a bunch of data. Also, nomads sometimes come to your town and be like, hey, what's up, dude? Can I live here? And you're like, yeah, sure. And a bunch of people move in. That's cool. You can build a church. I think it increases the happiness level. This is the happiness level. Also the cemetery do that too. Because people will die. If not from... This guy needs more logs. Shit. If not from old age, they will starve or whatever. But yeah. So people will die eventually. And if you don't have a cemetery, they'll get sad when they die. Like your happiness level will increase. But if you build a cemetery, it's okay. They have a place to basically mourn over their dead. I have a lot of resources. I should try to expand. I should definitely build a road over here to my gathering places. That's beautiful. What I could do is to build a forester lodge. Basically, it's an infinite source of logs when you build this thing. In this area, the forester will plant and chop down trees as they grow. So it's basically an infinite source of logs, which is pretty good. And I guess it's good to placing it when there already is a bunch of trees, so you don't need to, you know, wait for trees to grow. Yeah. I have a lot of food still, it's okay. The hunters are working, the gatherers are working. Good. And this is the health bar. I think health is increased when you have a wide variety of food types for people to eat. And also, if you build a herbalist gathering place, I think you should place that in the forest too. That person will gather herbs, and I think that makes people healthier too. I think. I don't really know. I guess. I'm not 100% sure about the mechanics of some of the things. Let's build some more houses. Yeah, I don't know. Just randomly place them. You kinda need to plan a little bit where you're supposed to play stuff. Not really, you don't kill yourself if you play something where you didn't really want it, you can just remove it, but like... For example, I'm saving some room here for something I usually do at my starting position. Eventually, I usually build a market where I start. The market is basically like a storage barn. Only that it can hold a shit ton more stuff. And it's good when you have a bunch of stuff like this that is more outside of the city, and then you can store a bunch of outside shit in the city, so people don't need to go over here to get the stuff. They can like go to the market and stuff, blah blah blah. It's a good thing to like get people together, and so people living in the city can go to the market to pick up food instead to have to go to one of these or something. Yeah, I think maybe it does something else. I don't really know. It also looks good. That's important, you know. Yeah, the looks. That's always good. And this game really looks beautiful if you really zoom in. I mean, you can see the like the deers walking around that the hunters hunt. And you can see like mushrooms and different vegetables that the gathering people are gathering in the forest. I mean, it's really... I like it. children walking around doing their shit. See little boys getting molested in the forest. I mean, it's nice. I mean, yeah, it's nice. There's a lot of snow in this area. I realized. God damn it! Shouldn't pick. Oh, low on stone. What do you know? Collect stone. There's a shit ton of stone here just lying there. Isn't that stone? Oh, that was iron. Collect stone. Sorry. What? Are you already collecting? What? I can't collect that? Oh no, wait. That is iron. That is iron. Yeah. Sometimes I don't see if it's stone or iron. Oh my god. Yeah. This is. Yeah. I think this gray ones are stone, and this darker gray is iron. Yeah. There's a shit ton of resources here. Anyway, I need to collect some stone. God damn it. Guess I'll do that. I have 100 iron. Now you might wonder what iron is used for. Well, I will tell you. Iron is used to build certain buildings. You see, this market costs 40 iron. Trading post cost iron. So buildings cost iron, but also you require iron to make tools. But how do you make tools? Oh, you have to build a blacksmith to do that. And tools is what people use when they work. If you're out of tools, people will work much slower. So we need tools too. Now you should always considering buying more houses from time to time, because when children grow up, is this thing even done? Oh, I only have one builder. That's why everything's taking so much time. When people are growing up, children are growing up, being adults, they still live with their parents unless there's a house open to move in with, or to move in. And when two people, a male and a female, supposedly, reach maturity level and there's a house that is unoccupied, those two people will live in there and have kids of their own. Magically like that. Or I don't know what's going on in these houses, but after a while the little child pops up. But yeah, that's how it works. See, oh shit, this thing's done. I need some foresters. You see, now I'm running low on people to actually do stuff. Now I need to chill down and like, oh god, I need more logs. No. No! No! There it is. Now I need to chill down a little bit and like let people have sex to produce more kids. Before I can build more stuff, because I need workers to do stuff, and I don't have workers. I only have 2 laborers left, and I kind of want to keep laborers. You know what? This thing is getting almost full. I need to build another stockpile shit. I'm gonna build a stockpile shit next to the forester lodge. I'm just gonna. There we go. I'm just gonna build a road over there. Yeah, I know. It's getting full. 96% full. I really need to build that stockpile shit. There we go. Now the laborer or worker or whatever will chop down these trees to make another stockpile. Thingy. Oh shit, this thing is 99% full. Whoopsie. Whoop. Yeah, I know, you don't need to tell me twice. There we go, now I have another one. Perfect. And you also have clothes that people wear. Deep stuff there. Oh, that wasn't a person, that was a deer. But yeah. Clothing, you see, fair. There's like a level. He could be fair, he could be good, he could be, you know, ragged. Well, I think it's called. It's when they're the worst kind of clothes. But they need clothes, and the better clothes you have, the longer they can stay out working without getting cold in the winter, or etc. And to get more clothes, you go to Kmart. No, but you need a tailor. And he makes clothes either out of leather you get from the hunting cabin, or from wool that you get from Shippy. But you don't. I don't have Shippy. I need to build a trading post to buy me some sheeps before I can do that. Yeah. That's basically what it is. I'm gonna put down the market, but you can actually pause it. So this won't be built until I say so. I know, it's great, isn't it? Oh wait, I did it wrong. There we go. It can be there, whatever. So when me, the creator, the god, says that I want this to be built, it will be built. Yeah, I got that kind of power. But yeah. It was kind of bad having my forest area here, because I kind of want to expand, like, at this area. Start my fishing stuff and trading post over here. And this thing is gonna be in the way. I should probably move it, like over here or something. But now I already built it. So stupid moving. Oh god damn it, I fucked it up. Oh my god! No, I haven't fucked it up, just kidding. I have a lot of space here I can expand to. And one thing that's cool, you see there's a bunch of stone and iron lying on the ground, and you see trees everywhere. You can chop that down, but you know, it will not grow back. Maybe trees will grow back naturally. Yeah, it looks like they are. No, wait, that's the forager lodge doing his thing. No, it's actually outside the forest lodge. Never mind. Trees will actually grow naturally, I think. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so. But iron and stone, when you gather that, it will not come back magically. So if you want an infinite source of coal or iron, you have to build a mine that you build next to a mountain like this. Like that. Yeah. Or a quarry to get stone. But mines and quarries are pretty stupid, because once you build it, you cannot tear it down. It stays there indefinitely. And you don't get actually an infinite source. The mine will run out eventually. Same as the quarry, and then you'll have a unused mine, or like a mine that's not useful anymore, and you start taking up space. The quarry, you see how much space this thing take? Kinda stupid, but quarries and mines are pretty late game stuff. You don't need to worry about that for now. I think I'll end this episode right here, and I'll continue in the next episode, obviously. So I'll see you then. Take care. Bye bye.